My name is Richard. I've been going to Marco for 7 sessions, probably beginning, I guess, about 2 months ago. I look forward to going for more sessions. And what he wrote on one of the sites about how hypnotherapy can help really inspired me to do this. Before coming to Marco, I had actually had 10 years of therapy. Not to say that the 10 years of therapy wasn't helpful, but it was a long time being in therapy. I have to admit that in the 7 sessions that I've had with Marco, I've actually found the hypnotherapy to be a lot more effective. Not only more effective, but faster acting, longer lasting. I have an extremely stressful job, and I find it sometimes difficult to deal with deadlines and a little bit of situations at work where people and coworkers throw you under the bus. And at times it does disappoint me, makes me a little bit upset. And I don't know what I would have done without the hypnotherapy. It relaxes me quite a bit and actually gives me the coping skills that I need. I also am a light sleeper, and it's very hard nowadays to turn your mind off at the end of the day. And when I can't sleep, rather than staring at the ceiling, I will listen to some of the hypnotherapy tapes, such as one on mastering self-esteem, dealing with trying to make your goals a reality. The island, thanks to Marco, I now have my own little oasis that I can go to at any point in time. A beautiful island that kind of lives in my head where there's peace and quiet. And I've actually found many moments that sometimes I'll do this and listen to some of the sessions as I'm on the train on the Long Island Railroad in the morning. It puts me in such an amazing, great state that I'm able to get through the day. The one session that I did have in person with Marco was so relaxing that I almost feel like I could have floated away after the session. The biggest thing is my friends even notice a difference. They sense that there's a little bit more of a sense of peace around me. I have a dear friend that's very intuitive and that's known me for almost 30 years. And he said to me in the nicest possible way that I'm different. He senses a lot more tranquility around me, a sense of happiness that he hasn't seen in me before. And again, this is somebody that's not only knows me very well, but again, is extremely intuitive. So he's seen these changes in me. A few of my other friends have commented on it, and I find myself when I'm in stressful situations, rather than getting upset, I'll just go, that's okay. And that's not how I might have reacted before. So, it gives me some amazing, like I said, coping skills. Marco also created some beautiful experiences that were very, very meaningful to me. We did a little bit of regression therapy, and one of the things that came to mind was a picture that I have from my family in what's called shtetl in Eastern Europe, probably in the late 1800s or early 1900s. And that picture kept playing in my mind while I was under hypnosis. And the session that I did with Marco in person, he actually found this amazing individual that was from the UK, sort of the UK version of Schindler's List. And he was showing in the audience all the people that actually survived because he helped to save their lives in Europe and bring them from Czechoslovakia into a little bit more safety at the time in the UK. And he just chose such a meaningful video and such an amazing experience to go through. And this is really everything all tied up in one. It's therapeutic, it's spiritual, and again, very, very much an amazing experience. One of the things that I enjoy the most is actually something on self-esteem. I had gone through years of therapy, having been bullied probably for about 12 years growing up as a child, my formative years, as you say. And even though I'm an older man now, all these experiences and bullying stays with you. And Marco actually gave me some peace in that it's very hard to let go of when you were bullied. And sometimes people even have control over your experience that you've had decades later. But when I listened to that amazing session from Marco on bullying and how to make peace with it and how to find, I wouldn't say love necessarily, but understanding of why things happen, he gave me insights that I never would have had as good as my therapist was. It really helps you to think on your own. I find that I'm a stronger individual. I find that I'm speaking up, that I'm more patient with people, and I would recommend this experience for absolutely anybody. I've mentioned it to my cousin's daughter. I've mentioned it to some friends, whether it's weight loss or whether it's self-esteem that you want to work on, or if you just feel stuck in your life. One of the visuals that Marco gave me is being in a room with all great thinkers and artists and musicians, and how inspiring to be given a visual of being in the same room as Mozart, as Sigmund Freud, as Albert Einstein. When you look at what these people accomplished, it also shows you that there's nothing you can't do. And again, the absolute peacefulness. I feel so tranquil after listening to these sessions, and I would recommend not only going through this process, but also taking advantage of all these different sessions that Marco does send you, because it helps cement things. And I'm extremely grateful, and I look forward to going to a couple of sessions in the future. I feel it's important to check in to see how I'm doing and to prepare myself if I know that I'm going to have some stressful experiences. But this, again, is sincerely combines the best of therapy, analysis, relaxation, meditation. It's absolutely everything all rolled up in one. So thank you, Marco. I'm grateful for the experience. I hope that I can do well by my friends in recommending this experience to them and seeing how they do. And again, there are some decisions we regret in life. There are some decisions we're glad for. This is definitely, without any doubt, one of the best experiences that I've ever had.